Welcome to my Natural Hair Podcast. I'm Markeisha.
I'm LaDonna Sims, and we're Hair Goes 313.
Located 16824 Kercheval Avenue, Grosse Pointe, Michigan. Hey, y'all.
Welcome back. Okay, guys. So, just want to say, give a shout out to y'all for support that I've been seeing, that y'all been looking out.
Mm-hmm.
And today we're going to have a discussion on the levels of natural hair to process hair. That's going to be the discussion on my Natural Hair Podcast. And we're going to go right into the quote of the day. So the quote of the day: Dear Black families, just imagine how powerful your family would be if you put forth the effort to break generational curses that have done nothing but bring about hurt, pain, suffering, struggles, and resentment in your family. You cannot afford to keep passing on foul behaviors to your children, your grandchildren, your nephews, your nieces, your little cousins, your godchildren, etc. It takes time to change the narrative. Trade the dysfunction of love, unity, encouragement, and support. Trade in the dysfunction for love, unity, encouragement, and support. If you're knowledgeable of something that could help them get ahead, do better for themselves. And do better for themselves, share it with your family members too. You shouldn't be the only one winning. Educate, empower, inspire as well. Black power, Black unity breeds Black excellence for generations to come. It's time to build generational wealth. Mm-hmm. It's our time. And this is by an artist named Stephanie LaHart. She has books and stuff out too.
Okay, so check her out. That was a nice quote. I like that, because we do need to start setting an example for our family and our our friends and stuff of what we want to see a change, because we all want to see change.
Yes.
Because we're not looking good in the Black community at all right now.
And then a more shorter quote of the day, because I have two.
She got two.
I keep having two. Life most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? That's Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, Martin.
Yeah. What are you doing for others, too? So, okay. We have had this discussion, guys, about natural hair for a long time. About what is natural hair. So what I'm going to do right now is discuss what is natural hair. And the reason why we're bringing this up is because we've had a lot of clients talk about their traumatizing stories of going to salons that are maybe mandatory cosmetologists, that say, or that believe that, or not believe, or where the natural form of hair means not using chemicals or not using lye or dye. So people will come to us and they get their hair done, and we have to explain what natural hair is, because natural hair means being natural is like you do not have any chemical in your hair. Anything in your hair that's altering the state of your hair, it grows right out the scalp, and you're maintaining that natural hair how it grows out the scalp. That's natural hair. Anything outside of that would be pressing. That's a process. Even though it's natural, it's no chemical, that's the second level of blow drying.
Yes, because it disturbs the integrity of the hair cuticle, and it breaks the bond. So once you put heat in your hair, for most cases, the natural hair is compromised, the texture of the hair.
It's no longer natural, guys, because you altered the state. Mm-hmm. So this is what we mean when, and we do have people that have a good bounce back, yeah. But it's still, with the bounce back, it's still a different texture. It's still a different texture. It's not as natural as, it growing out of your hair. Color is another form of a process. Even though we do have people with natural hair that do have color, it does
alter the texture.
It does alter the texture, but not as much as maybe keratin does, or maybe not as much as a really hard flat iron to the hair. So some people know how to work it, but at the end of the day, we have to get this going forward. That's what natural hair means. So we also have been told by, and these are just people over time that, the horror stories of their hair has been going to a salon and they're like, oh, in order for us to deal with your hair, we're going to have to use, some keratin, or let's use this or that on the hair. I don't know the other.
I've had a client recently when she told me that her last stylist was like, I need to do like a keratin in order to get through your hair, and she felt like it was not an option. The stylist was trying to put a keratin treatment in her hair in order for her hair to be styled, and she was just getting the braided crochet, so I think stylists, especially cosmetologists, need to educate themselves on just how to get through the natural hair, because it is a method, and you could get through it without a chemical or a process. And clients are feeling they're not coming back to you guys. They're feeling some kind of way, and then they come sit in our chair where we're natural hair stylists, and they tell us like, yeah, I just couldn't go back because I felt some kind of way. I even had another client this week tell me that the lady, she was an older lady, and she was over her head with, oh, your hair is just too much. I just can't deal with your hair. And she was an older lady, so older people, they're set in their ways and they really don't have any filter. But the client still felt some kind of way, and she felt like she could never get a natural hairstyle because of what other stylists was telling her.
Or find a natural hairstylist because they thinking that I just need a press and curl, I just need a really good blowout or a blow and go, or you had the keratin treatment, which you don't really have to get, I think, every 3 months or something. It's about $200 situation, but it also has chemicals in it, so it's like a semi-permanent right, that smooths the hair, and
just like a perm. What I've seen with keratin treatments, every 3 to 6 months you reapply it, but then you're getting your ends clipped, so it's not coming out your hair. You're actually just cutting it out your hair. I haven't seen a client that had the keratin that their hair reverted back in a couple weeks or months at all. It just, we just cut it off until their natural texture shines through.
Yeah, or just kind of ride the ends if you have enough to fix it. So, yeah, that's something that we've been, listening to a lot lately. So, because going back to the quote that I was speaking about, we are family, how we just are, we're kind of like a tree, we have different branches, but we all from the same root. So we all stylists. So here at Hair Goals, if we can't do something, we sending them to you. I don't color. I don't desire to color. I don't desire to put any perm or deal with any chemical at all. So we have a salon. In my salon suites, we have multiple suites with different people that do color. My lock people go to people that do color. I don't do professionally. I don't do color. And I tell them as hair goals, let them know what color does. Let you know that, we're not fans. But if you do want to do this, then we get the products that we need to make sure that their hair is going to be as healthy as we can make it be. We can give it as much life support as we can do. I'm not trying to take it there. Some of my clients is doing okay with color.
I think that's a good example, because it's like you're keeping it there. With the, with the products and with the getting a basic routine, because you have to do more when you have color treated hair.
Yeah, you do. And so, so I go send them to that. So with that being said, I think that people that do have cosmetology salons, salons that have that, and then you might have a girl that might do something natural, maybe have a loctician or have somebody that know how to deal with the natural hair, period. I guess with the Diva situation the Diva cut, is that?
Yeah. Well, it's cutting your hair into a style with wearing it as wash and goes and twist outs like that. So they are pretty good at keeping, because they don't do heat. They don't believe in heat. It's the curly girl method. They really no blow. They don't even believe in blow drying. So
Okay. So that's cool. So I'm thinking that maybe in the salons now that's already out, instead of like, if you know your lane and you don't really want to, deal with somebody kinky hair, or maybe learn how to deal with kinky hair as an addition to what you have, because you already are a cosmetologist, so just adding another thing under your belt is cool. Or if you just don't like doing natural hair, which I don't like doing permed hair, we can all switch up.
Right.
Like, or maybe hire some natural people that's in your salon where they'll have those options. Just putting it out there just to let you know, like if you have a person that's really trying to get to learn their hair and they come to a black salon that does that does permed or processed situations, and they're pushing a person that's trying to go natural to another thing because you're trying to keep them in the chair, would not be
right,
too fair,
or get them out the chair quicker to put the process in, so you could get them out the chair quicker. So I think it's not fair, and I think cosmetologists really need to educate themselves on some aspects of natural hair, because a lot of clients are coming to us wanting to rock their natural hair, and the texture has been compromised, and there's nothing we really could do far as wearing it in a true wash and go.
Once you do that, it's no life support if it's flat. It's just not flat.
It's
and
flat lined.
Yeah, and so it's like when people do come to us, and it's like you're trying to push yourself in the chair, when we really want you to come in for a consultation, because this is a serious thing. I'm realizing with the natural hair, you got to be psychologically ready, because you'll find yourself going back and forth. I can't deal with a straddler of the fence client if it's going to be that much drama about me having to ride your hair and cut the ends, it's tangled, and all trying to get you to get back natural, and we're not talking. Like, it's like going to different doctors. I have a client that in the summertime she does do her press and curls, or decide to do twisting in the summer and then maybe do her press and curls in the winter, and her curl pattern isn't compromised. It is, but it ain't.
Yeah.
So we still have to ride the ends, and then eventually, so it's still a process. So, and I don't want to blame the cosmetologist. I'm just stating that we need to educate ourselves. And if you don't know, then get a list of people that do. Like, holler at Hair Goals. You got Textures by Nefertiti. You have all these different places that that are specialized in that, and that and give them options to visit. But at the end of the day, guys, it comes back to you. You don't let anybody talk you out of your hair. But I know sometimes you're not educated enough to know, and we just want you to read about your hair, read about your texture.
Yeah, and don't let people, other stylists, do something that you completely don't want them to do to your hair. If you walk in with no chemical in your hair, don't let anybody talk you into getting the chemical unless you want it.
Yeah, so now we know that keratin, and it's a lot of different names for different things that you do. But just if you want to be natural and you really want to learn your natural texture, you have to face the natural hair. Like, you have to face what grows out your scalp without altering it at all. And other ways that you can do it to keep your hair, again, you can do weaves. You can braid your hair down and manipulate the other hair while your hair rests. Make sure that you give yourself leave-in conditioners and get that scalp opening, and make sure you give yourself steams, your natural hair steams, and love on it, and while you're learning the texture. So, if you got a job and, you have to keep a certain look, it's a way that you can still love on your natural hair. And also, I'm like we were saying, like, you can open up some of your natural salons, some of your regular salons, have a naturalist there to be able to protect young kids' hair from being damaged, or giving them the option of not doing what we're addicted to and letting them learn their natural hair. And let's be a little bit more sensitive about when somebody is trying to go natural, how we talk about their hair. Like, I'm tired of your nappy, kinky. We know that kinky have a lot of different words, meanings for it, and kinky normally means something awkward, different, weird, foot fetishes and stuff like that. So we talk about our hair in really negative ways, so we really need to try to fall in love with it and know that it's a beautiful, like, if you really pay attention to how, everybody's hair, our hair is good hair that's healthy, natural, growing out your scalp.
Right. Yeah. So guess we could jump into the natural hair crush. Here goes natural hair crush. And today, since we're talking about kinky hair, how it grows out your scalp now, with her, it's Jill Scott.
She says kinky.
I says kinky.
Corley.
But Corley.
Yes.
Kinky could
Corley.
mean, okay, we're going to say Corley.
Yeah.
Jill Scott, she wears different hairstyles. For the most part, she does wear her hair in a low, natural hairstyle, like an afro,
Yes.
cut low.
But that's her current style right now.
That's her current style right now. Yeah, so that's our hair crush of the day. She was born April the 4th, 1972, so she's an Aries.
Yes, she is. A fire sign, that is.
She's a poet, actress, R&B soul singer. She is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She's recorded only three albums? That's not right. Well, that's what it says.
She probably like a Sade. You know, they don't really drop that many at a time. And her stuff lasts so long.
Yes,
you know.
it is timeless. And I
But I
would
would think, I think it have to be, you said drop, what did it say?
It says she's recorded 3 albums.
That could be like, I don't know what year is that. Because if it's current, or maybe you probably got something in an older year. Because I do see at least.
It's Wikipedia. So that's
our assistant, our hair goes, did you find anything, young lady over there?
Okay.
The young lady in the chair, not the man on the couch.
I see 5.
5 albums she's dropped.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that might have been an old
So
article.
y'all need to do some work on her bio on Google. But yes, she's an awesome singer. We have somebody in the audience today that joined us. So
she's kind of heckling a little bit, but yeah,
she's dope, all around dope. She does a lot of movies now, and I think that's where her current life is taking her to, just doing a lot of movies. So I really look up to her and inspire. Just when you see a short hairstyle like that, I think I'm kind of mad at myself for not rocking my short hair. I just grew it out, but I really like to see women with short hairstyles and really embracing and rocking it.
Okay, so Jill Scott, I mean, goodness, I have yet to see her. This is killing me that I have never seen her in concert. I already saw Erykah Badu a couple of times, but I can see her anytime she come out. I still can see her. Mm-hmm. But Jill Scott has been something in my life. She's been natural, every style. She has been a representation of the culture. And I think she got a perm one time, or I saw her hair straight. I was like, what? But yeah, so she's an awesome representation. I love her weaves, her hair, everything. And I also love the fact that she has grown into her music. Her music is amazing, and she keeps working on her craft. That's a woman that is a singer, but she stays
in her lane. That's for sure.
Well, she stays crafting herself. Mm-hmm. She do opera. She, really works her voice out, and you can see the growth in her. Like whatever. And we've been living through her with her relationships. Yes. She's a fire sign, so she's grown up about a lot of strong black women. So I guess she, having that issue going on with. She looks happy.
She does. She looks very happy.
Yeah, but she just always rocked a lot of natural, different styles. So, it's kind of cool to embrace those artists, and I'm so thankful that they have shared the different styles, because you guys, you can definitely, just know in Egypt, we made wigs, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing wrong with just wanting to have different looks and be diverse. Everybody doesn't have to have locks, and everybody doesn't have to have wash and goes, and you don't have to have the same look. We just want you to embrace your natural texture, and then, still you can get your weaves and stuff, and but at the end of the day, we can't overdo and hide up under it, because you're losing your size with it. It's pulling. We can't overstyle. I can't even overstyle my locks. I can't overstyle anything. Sometimes I have to let it just be. And let it be free and frizzy, if we can call it, and coily, and let it just do what it do. Jill Scott, fashion has always been amazing too, and her acting. My cousin also put her into. I tried to watch it. It was about these. They were detectives in Africa, and they actually took place over there as well. And so it was really like to see her speak in an African accent was like, okay, she's really it's believable, and I can't believe that, you know, she's like, you know, she was really big to go, like they really filmed where they were at in Africa. So
she was talking in the
language, and another actor did too that they also played in a couple of movies with Eddie Murphy, I think, in Eddie Murphy and Beyonce, that movie that they all had, that they were all singers, and Jennifer Holliday and all of that. I forgot. I don't know if
Sparkle?
No, it wasn't Sparkle. It was Dreamgirls.
Dreamgirls.
She played that one of the actors played in Dreamgirls, but I think she got that role afterwards. And then we saw her in Tyler Perry's movie, where she played the role of the wife that was just, you know, the fat wife that he didn't like anymore or whatever. Yeah, how did I get married? Why did we get married? Or
yeah, that really touched me, because I just don't really like to see at all black women, any woman in that matter, to get mistreated. And he played that role to where, in fact, I almost didn't like him anymore. Like, oh, I don't.
Yeah, some actors can't do that.
Do it so good. You're like, nope, I don't like you. But
yeah, so she was believable in a lot of different movies. I forgot some other movies that she's been in, but she's been into a lot of movies. But she wasn't my crush. She was your crush, and I'm about to throw you under the bus.
I didn't know you had a crush. Go
no, you had a crush. That was your crush, because mine was the quote of the day.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know any movies? Did they say any movies she did?
Ring in 2015.
It was on HBO, guys. So I mean, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss. Still Magnolias, she played in that.
She
the new one. Okay, so you know that, yeah, Still Magnolias, they had it was the year that we made 2 movies. I don't understand Still Magnolias, because we know the meaning of it, but they made it all black scene. And so she played in the all black scene of the Still Magnolias, because it was a white scene as well. Both of the movies made us cry.
Yeah, every movie.
Almost. I forgot all about that. Love Beats and Rhymes. Okay.
Mm-mm. She has more movies than she does albums. Yeah, but I think we're running out of time. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in. For all the cosmetology, especially in the Detroit area, we are open to doing any classes with you. You can hit us up on hairgoals313@gmail.com, our Instagram page, our Facebook page. We're always open to collab and you know, teach you what we know about natural hair, and to to save the integrity of the texture.
Yeah, we also have some product lines that we can share with you that can help you out with you know, opening up that part of your business, or even hiring someone that specializes in natural hair, and we can all come together and talk, because again, we have clients that like color and they like to wear their hair in different styles, and we like to
bounce around.
Yeah, so we share information. It's just us sharing this information to you guys about what we've been hearing out in these streets about how the client's hair has been compromised. And we also want to open up to the clients to let you know to be empower yourself to take time to quit jumping in the chairs and wanting things happen really quick. Study people, find out what's out there, see what they, you know, Instagram is out here as pictures. Like, do the work and find out, you know, and no diss to the clients that shared that. It was just something that they like, okay, I'm loving my hair pattern now. It was just, these were the struggles, and this what was like kind of pushed to me, or somebody like, you know, well, look, this is the best I can do. So, alrighty, till next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
Remember to like, share, subscribe, and always listen on Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Store, and Spotify.
This is the Detroit is Different podcast network, the culture of an American classic city.